There's only a few things you have to avoid doing in a match, and having your shoulders touch the mat for 3 seconds is one of them.
And you know better than anyone how difficult that can be, King.
Absolutely, JR. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you just can't kick out.
I thought we might see a kick out there, but it was not to be.
No way, JR. The damage had been done, and there was nothing left in the tank to break the pin with.
Well, whether you like it or not, there's no arguing with the referee's decision.
Well, there's no question who won that one, JR.
Not at all, King. The referee counted a pin, and that's all she wrote.
I'm sure not everyone's going to be happy about it, but that's what rematches are for.
That was what you call a real slobber knocker.
No, that's what you call a real slobber knocker, JR. What does that even mean, anyway?
It means we just saw one hellacious match, King. I hope we get to see them lock up again soon.
Well, he did what he came to do. He beat down his opponent until he could get the pinfall.
That's the way it's done, King. Nothing ambiguous about that outcome.
You're right about that, JR. He clearly dominated his opponent.
You don't have to like it, but that pinfall left no question who won this match.
That's for sure, JR. If your shoulders are down for the 3 count, you lose, period.
But despite the outcome of the match, I don't think the score is settled between these superstars.
I've pinned a lot of superstars in my day, JR, and it's tougher than it looks.
No question about that, King. He had to work for that pin.
And tonight, he was the better man. But I wonder what would happen in a rematch.
There's no question that was a hard-fought pin, King.
I'm actually surprised at the outcome, JR. That match went a lot differently than I thought it would.
Well, that just goes to show you, anything can happen in WWE.
He might have gotten the pinfall, but no one walks away from a match like that unscathed.
Oh, you're right about that, King. He'll be hurting for certain tomorrow.
But I tell you what, JR, getting the win takes a lot of the edge off of the pain.
You talk about a restaurant-quality beatdown. There's no question who won that one.
Not after the referee counted the 3 count, JR. That's about as decisive as you can get.
What an amazing match. I certainly would not be adverse to seeing a rematch.
I think tapping out is the worst way to end a match. It's like quitting.
Maybe so, King. But I don't think there was any way out of that submission hold.
There's always a way out, JR. It's just a matter of being able to take the pain.
Tapping out might be painful, but not as painful as suffering a serious injury if you don't.
Come on, JR. There must have been some way to get out of that submission hold.
I don't think so, King. The hole was just locked in too tight.
He came in with a game plan, JR. He worked over his opponent until he could get the submission.
He sure did, King. He was like a surgeon in there, focusing on that one injured area with precision.
Speaking of surgeons, his opponent might need to see one after that match.
His opponent tried to hang on, but the pain was just too great.
I don't think I would have done any differently, JR. It was either tap out or suffer a serious injury.
There's only one choice to make in a situation like that, but that doesn't make it any easier.
Boy, when you make your opponent tap out, you don't leave any doubt in anyone's mind who dominated who.
That's for sure. Tapping out is the last thing any superstar wants to do, but sometimes it's all you can do.
And that's exactly what we saw here tonight. What a match!
You talk about physical domination. There's no question who won that match.
Not after his opponent tapped out, JR. I guess we know who the better superstar is.
Well, one match doesn't decide anything, King. I'd love to see them go at it again.
I never would have thought he'd have gotten his opponent to tap out here tonight.
Why not, King? He's a phenomenal superstar, and he knows how to pick apart his opponents.
I'm not taking anything away from him, JR. I'm just saying I'm surprised, that's all.
Tapping out to a submission hold is not the way you want to lose a match.
That's for sure. Making someone tap is like adding insult to injury.
And he dished out generous helpings of both here tonight.
Getting your opponent to tap out is an impressive feat, JR.
It sure is. There's not a superstar on the roster with an ounce of quit.
Well, after tonight, I'd have to say that maybe there's one superstar who does.
That's a tough way to lose a match. Tapping out to your opponent's submission hold.
Yeah, but there's no better way to prove that you're better than your opponent.
I can't disagree. Getting a WWE superstar to quit a match is damn near impossible.
I don't believe this ended in a count-out.
I don't either, King. That's a terrible way to end a match.
I think these fans feel ripped off, JR. I know I do.
I don't think anyone in this arena is happy with the way that one ended.
I know I'm not. A count-out? What a lousy end to a great match.
This one didn't settle anything, that's for sure. I hope we get a rematch soon.
Are you kidding me? That's it? They're not going to restart the match?
It was a count-out, plain and simple. I'm not happy about it either, King, but rules are rules.
Well, I hope we see a rematch soon. I don't think this proved anything.
The fans aren't happy with the way that one ended, and quite frankly, neither am I.
That makes 2 of us, JR. I hate it when a match ends in a countout.
Well, the referee had no choice. You can only stay outside the ring for so long before you're disqualified.
Well, I guess that's one way to win a match. It's not the way I'd choose.
I'm inclined to agree with you, King. Getting your opponent counted out really doesn't prove anything in my book.
But I guess the only book that counts is the record book. And this goes down as a win for that man right there. Wow, what a battle! When's the last time you saw a superstar knocked out like that, JR?
I honestly can't remember, King. That wasn't pretty, but it was decisive.
I'll say, when you can still stand and your opponent can't, it's pretty clear who the winner is.
These superstars beat the hell out of each other until one of them was no longer able to stand.
There's no better way to prove who's the better superstar, JR.
I have to agree, King. If your opponent's unable to continue the match, it's pretty clear who won.
A victory by knockout? That's about as brutal as it gets.
You talk about a slobber knocker. That was a human demolition derby right there.
You know, JR, usually when you say things like that, they sound silly. But I can't think of a better way to put it. What a match!
He knocked his opponent out cold. You can't ask for a more decisive victory than that.
No kidding. When the referee has to stop the fight because one superstar can't continue, there's no question who won.
You're absolutely right about that. That's a huge win for this absolutely dominating superstar.
I wasn't expecting them to go easy on each other, but that was even more brutal than I expected.
It certainly was. His opponent couldn't even stand by the end of it. What a slobber knocker.
I can't remember the last time I saw a superstar dish out that kind of abuse. He earned that win for sure. There's only a few things